It is Wednesday, March 20, 2024. It's almost 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern, and there are only 4 levels on the SPY chart today. We'll use these to trade against in the E-mini futures. I know they're pretty spread apart, but they are what they are. The calculated levels that came out of the calculator were pretty far apart, kind of created zones, and I have a couple other levels in here. But either way, I would treat these with caution. Definitely leading up to the FOMC announcement at 2 o'clock. Probably will be slow up to that point. Currently in the pre-market, they're at 515.41 or so above this 515 level. I do not plan on being in any trades leading up to that announcement, definitely during and afterward in the afternoon while they whip it around. Most likely that's what's going to happen. In fact, I probably won't be in any trades at all after I make this pre-market video. I'm heading into the office, and I'll keep an eye on this, but won't be any recordings at least, but I might take something that looks pretty clean and obvious before that this morning sometime. But anyway, whatever happens today, we will analyze all the trades, if any trades were taken, based on the rules in the post-market video this afternoon. See you then. And just like that, it's 8:49 p.m. Markets closed today, and well, while they did come close to 515, the operating level would have been 515.05. It's not changed here, but they came, I think, within 3 pennies, 515.08. For the first time in the entire day, went sideways, very slow, very low volume, but that wasn't enough to trigger a trade. So no harm, no foul. And plus, it was getting close to 2 o'clock. So anyway, here's 2 o'clock. You see they took off, bounced around a lot. And I actually recorded this. I thought it'd just be kind of interesting to see this, in action. I was at the office, but I had to set this up and just had it going and just keep an eye on it. But I will have to admit, when it got up to 519.95, the volume had decreased. It was still above average. It wasn't too bad. They were acting normal, and I thought, it's a pretty important area. I think it's good enough for a little bit of a reaction there. So against my own rules, I actually took a short trade, and it worked. I'll show that to you. Not going to count anything today because, like I've said before, it's not smart to take trades during and after the FOMC announcement. But let's just jump into that recording right now. This started closer to 1 o'clock. Yeah. So anyway, so I'll scrub ahead here. Nothing really was going on. You already saw what they did. They came down pretty close, and I'm going to stop this right here. So let's just watch 2 o'clock. They just took off. Of course, this is sped up, I think, 16x. So, it wasn't this violent. But anyway, pretty big spread here. I mean, between 5:15-ish, where they were just, 15, 20 minutes prior to this, and then, jumping 20, 30. I mean, how I didn't even look at how high they went in terms of the ES points, but you saw them, they got above 519, 520 or more by the end of the day. But anyway, I'll just scrub ahead here, and we'll take a look when they got up to like an hour, almost an hour later. So, a lot of the excitement had died down. So I'm starting to look at it closer here. So 519.90 or 519.85 was the trigger. Make sure I can, let me back it up here. Here we go. Sorry, 519.90, because the calculated level was 519.95 for the morning. So yeah, I entered this short trade and just kept an eye on it. Didn't take too long for this one to work out, and it's almost like they just kind of gave you the base hit and then some, and then went on their way. They kept going up higher after this. So pretty nice of them to hand over a base hit today. There we go. I'll let this recording go on just a little longer, but anyway. So there you have it. Pretty straightforward. So not that it's going to make a huge difference, but we'll take a look at the tracking log. Nothing's going to be coded in today as an official trade because none of the levels are really hit until after the FOMC announcement, and I think I've beat that horse enough. So anyway, let's just take a look at that right now. So here you go. Both the levels are bold just to show they were hit, but not triggered because after 1 p.m. because of the FOMC. And why not 2 o'clock? Well, if 1 o'clock's your cutoff, that means, maybe you entered a trade at 12:30, 12:45 or so, and hopefully we're out, well before 2 o'clock. But if you entered a trade, say if you made your cutoff at 2 and you entered your trade, say at 1:50 or something like that, well, that's too close for comfort. you could still be in the trade, and especially considering how slow the market is typically leading up to those announcements. But anyway, so 1 o'clock p.m. is a pretty good benchmark or pretty good cutoff to have on those days. But anyway, this is what we have. I hope you found this interesting, maybe learned something. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.